worthy after your life. And in that sense, I guess you'd be forgotten forever and sent to hell.
Okay. Okay. So you believe in hell. Well, I mean, so you believe in hell though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But is hell in the Bible?
I'm not as well versed. I mean, I was raised a Catholic, so they teach of hell and heaven, and so that's. I mean, to be honest, I'm just starting to go onto my path now. Like, I don't feel like I'm just kind of experiencing new things.
Okay. Right. So you on a walk of finding the truth. Okay, hell, which you probably need to go to, because basically hell came about from the Roman Catholic Church. So they taught people the hell doctrine so they can control people. So they can control the masses of their people and say, if you don't bow to the church, that you will actually go to hell. So you have to give us your kids to fight these wars that they was having. Which the wars in those times was, what was they called?
I thought the whole point was to accept Christ as your Savior. Otherwise, that's like part of, like, He's the Redeemer. Like, there's nothing you can do to really make yourself in like God's image of perfection until you accept the sacrifice that Christ has given you.
Right. But you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments too.
Right.
I mean, you got a grace. You got grace now.
So you have that, but you still have, right. Like, what is it if you keep on breaking the same laws over and over again and then keep on asking for forgiveness? It seems kind of contradictory.
Right, exactly.
You still have to strive to be a better person.
Do I have hell in here? I thought I had hell. See, I would have to go, my book kind of beat up in the wind. So when I go to hell, let me see, Hades. Okay, hell, say place and condition. Okay, a redeeming man, eternal, I gotta go to page 211. Because see, hell was actually taught in the Roman period as Hades, god of the underworld. That's where hell was at, right? Now what you have had is, after the Roman Empire, you had the Greco-Roman Empire. Then after the Roman Empire, you had what? The Dark Ages. After the Dark Age, you had the bubonic plague and so forth. And then came up the Roman Catholic Church. That's where this come in. That's where the Renaissance and the rebirth of the church and so forth. So all they did is took, what did I say, page 211? So all they did is took, okay, here it is. It's a Hades, the place or state of the dead, the equivalent of the Hebrew Salam. Okay, it's a hell, It's a, the New Testament word generally translate hell does not acceptly implies a place of torment, but command of brine and cheerless aspect. I'm trying to get it where it say, okay, this ain't grave. What else did I have? I had another one on here that goes into what Hades was. I just can't find it right now. Oh, Gehenna. Okay, in Gehenna. Because once you go into the Hebrew doctrine, Gehenna was nothing but a place. It was called the Valley of Hinnom, a valley on the west or southwest of Jerusalem. Because which one came first, the Roman Catholic Church or Judaism, right? So you know about the Jews in Jerusalem and so forth, right? So this is what Gehenna is. It's the southwest of Jerusalem, which form part of the border between Judah and Benjamin. You heard of those two tribes, right? It's right, they right here on the list. See that? Judah and Benjamin. Because you got people calling themselves the Jews. But see, what people have to find out is Judah is only one tribe. You have to, where's the 11 other brothers if the Jews are back in their homeland?
There's 12 tribes. So
exactly.
If one's a Jew, then where's
the 11 other brothers? Right. And here they are right here. That's why I have the sign out. The Negroes that's walking around here in North, Central, South America, and England, those are the Jews. The Benjaminites are the West Indies. And where did I get this from, and how was I able to compare these two together? It's Genesis 49, the prophecies. But it tells you in this book, which I didn't write, the Zandagus Compact Bible Dictionary, right? So when you go into Gehenna, right, which I was reading it to you, to show you it's in Jerusalem, Gehenna, Hinnom. But when you go over here, you got to read all through this. But when you get right here, say after the Old Testament period, Jewish apocalyptic writers began to call the Valley of Hana the entrance to hell, later hell itself. That's where the Roman Catholic Church picked that up from. That's what I was speaking about, that they wanted to scare the people into submission to believing in a hell. But there is no such thing. It's a such thing as reincarnation. Your spirit is here 3 to 4 generations. It leaves, go up to the heavens, and then you come back. And you're basically living out your eternal life until the judgment comes, which is at the end of the world. So basically what happened, how you doing, officer? So what is happening is you get something called deja vu. Have you ever experienced deja vu?
Yeah.
Everybody
okay,
has.
so your belief is that we return to heaven, we come back, and we keep on repeating the cycle until eventually we're judged based on the deeds that our deeds of this earth. And
exactly, until the last ending where the Lord himself come back. That's where the final judgment comes in. Now, I can believe whatever I want to believe. You can believe whatever you want to believe.
For sure.
But I'm not out here to tell people what I'm believing. I'm out here to show people out the Bible what the Bible says, to back up what I just said I believe. See? Now, I don't know how much time you got. I mean, this don't take long. It only take 4 scriptures. It really don't take long.
I'm obviously here because I'm just interested in what you have to say.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what happened when you first died. Let's go there first. When you die, after you die, what happened? If you don't mind expounding a little bit to me. I'm going to show it to you, but... okay, you know what happened after you died? I'm going to show it to you. Anything I ask you, I'm going to show it to you out the Bible.
Well,
just tell me what you honestly believe.
What I thought is that you're basically waiting until you become until you're judged.
Okay. All right, that's fair enough to say. This Songs of Solomon, I'm sorry, it's Ecclesiasticus. Yeah, my Bible's kind of beat up. It's a King James Bible, but it's kind of, as you can see, first book of Genesis. I just been doing a lot of work. But this Ecclesiasticus 12:7, it say, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, right? When you die, you know, dust to dust, earth shall come. And the spirit shall return unto God who gave you. So you understand that basically. You die, boom, your spirit go back up there to the heavens, right? Now what happened after your spirit goes back up there to the heavens? Do it stay in this limbo? Or do you wait for the eternal judgment? Like, what's the next step?
But, well, I guess what I was saying, I thought you'd be waiting for eternal judgment.
Okay, now let me get that. Should I watch it again? Yeah. Let me show you that one. Because I mean, I thought the same thing until people start showing me up the Bible. I'm like, wait. Read that again. Let me see. I had to see it. I didn't believe nobody. Then once I studied it and went over myself, I said, oh, wait a minute. Okay. This Ecclesiasticus, same one. This 1 and 4, it say, one generation passeth away and another generation come, but the earth abide forever. That's the cycle of life. It's just saying the cycle of life, right? When you jump down to 9, it's Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. It say, the thing that has been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it might be said, see, this is new? It has been already of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. What did you get out of that? I'm going to help you out a little bit, though.
So it's saying you've already were here, like if things that already were made will be back again.
Exactly. That's why you get something called deja vu, to show you that you have been here before. That's why you would be like, oh, we live in a new advanced technology, and then you would be walking.
Well, I mean, what kind of explain like what you see in for ancient civilizations? Like, it always appears that they had some kind of technology that was quite advanced for their time to be able to create the structures that they created. And then if you come back here, it's like people teach you like, oh, it's just like, you know, people out in the gardens, you know, they're gathering and hunting.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure there's certain aspects of life where we lose and gain knowledge, like maybe as a whole, but I think
see, that's what you just said, the last one, at 11. There is no remembrance of former things. Like you just said, you lose some of it. You don't lose all of it, but you lose some of it. Neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. Meaning you don't get to know the future in your life. See, God got it where you don't remember everything that happened in your past life, but He's not going to let you play His role and know what's going to happen in the future. But you get a glimpse. That's why I said you'll be walking and be like, I did this before. And then you don't remember anything else after that. But that proved that your spirit at least been here before. Now let me go into that reincarnation about what happened after your spirit leave, because I didn't get into that. Exodus 20 and 20 and 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I am the Lord thou God, and a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the father upon the children, upon the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. See that? So why would He visit the father of the third and fourth generation of what the father did? Why would He do that?
Maybe because they would learn by then, or
because the father gonna come back 3 and 4 generations from then. So that father, whatever he did, let's say I was a mass murderer killer, like what's the guy from Wisconsin name? I'm from actually Wisconsin.
I guess what brought you here? Like, what's your
move here, economics. I like the weather. I love the heat. I got tired of that
cold weather.
-2,
yeah.
-12. Yeah.
I did hear that.
Yeah. So I always like Texas. It's big. It's diverse. Because I came from Kenosha, Wisconsin. So it wasn't really diverse. It wasn't big. It's like what 210,000 people.
Right.
And I lived there for like 31 years. So I said, okay, I'm a little older now. It's time for me to get out and spread my wings. So that's why I came this way.
Okay.
But that's the reason why He said visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the third and fourth generation. Because you would thought I could become a mass murderer in this lifetime, and then I just go up to heaven and I'm just gonna wait. No, you're gonna come back down that third or fourth generation, and you're gonna answer for what you have done in your past life. That's why you have little kids get ran over by buses. You be like, the little kid didn't do anything. He was only 6 years old. The kid didn't get the sin. So why did the kid get killed?
Right. Some lives there seems like no chance to kind of redeem yourself or to
Because they never done
experience
anything.
anything.
Right. No, yes they did. They did something in their past life. So when you come back, that's why at that little innocent where it seemed like they didn't get to do anything. Like you got these guys running up in these schools that's killing these 8-year-old, 12-year-old. You be like, kid, you're not under the law till you what, 12, 13 years old?
Right.
Like the Lord was. So what is you doing going in there and killing 8-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds? Like what's going on with that? When kids are answering for their past life.
You think that every what evil sin that happens in this world is like retribution for a past life?
Yeah.
Like, so if something bad happens to you, you think it's because something that you've done?
Well, not everything, but the majority of thing when it's basically, yeah. Only when, not anything like if I get into a car crash. I'm not gonna say, okay, that's because I did something in my past life, so now I'm getting in a car crash and my arm is cut off. But now if I die and get killed, especially at a young age, I would have to start asking, okay, why did that happen? You ever had some people who died like freak accidents? You're like, man, what happened? They was on a roller coaster and the roller coaster broke and just killed them 3 people.
Right, falls down.
Right, what did that person do? Why is he being killed in that horrendous manner? Going back to your past life. It's something you did in your past life where the Lord is coming back now and getting that judgment.
So you're saying that you think that we live, this is like purgatory here. Every time you come back down, it's your chance to kind of redeem yourself and eventually become closer to God.
Yeah, it's a process. But there's no such thing as free will. And then you got to remember, when you say us, who is you particularly talking about? Because you got to remember, when the Lord walked the earth, He only brought the laws to who did He get the laws to?
The Jews.
Exactly. But what about the other nations? Because the Jews consist of who?
I don't
know that it was just Judaism.
Right.
But now, as you can see, it's 11 other brothers on here, and you see the Argentinians, the Mexicans. But we can't just focus on these people, because from what I'm looking at, look like to me Black, Latin, and Native American. You know, but it was a mixed multitude of the Jews being scattered, diaspora upon in all nations. So we have to consider that. Now, how would you know if somebody, because you are who your father is? So, but how would I know? I don't know. The angels know. See, I can only give you the word, and the word is the spirit.
Right. You could digest the word.
Okay, there you go. John 6:63. Psalms 119:9. How could a man cleanse his way? By taking heed to the word. See, I don't control what's your spirit and who your father was and how far your lineage go back. I'm a mortal man. See? But the angels actually know. Which that's why he had this parable. And I spoke about this earlier in Wisdom of Solomon 8:8. Like how could a man understand the parable or deep dark synthesis? Which that ain't. Yeah, here it is right here. It say because he spoke a parable to his apostles. This says Matthew 13. I'm gonna cut real quick into it. It's Matthew 13 and I'm gonna start at 26. Anytime you don't understand something, it's like, okay, what does that mean? It's talking about a blade. It's talking about weeds.
Are you out here to like, you know, because you want to proclaim the news and like try to like wake people up?
That's it. That's it. Anything else outside of that, I don't have anything to do. I'm only here to gather the 12 tribes of Israel, the elect of those, from all nations. They can look like Caucasian, they can look like Chinese hair, blacks, Latin, I don't know.
So I guess, doesn't it say in the Bible something about like building a temple within? Like it's like everyone thinks that you're going to build a temple, but couldn't it just be within yourself? Like,
yeah,
glorifying
this man got to do this, bro. Like already, that you hit the point. Look, I gotta actually, all I'm here to do is back you up. But no, you're right. You're exactly right. The temple is not the church building. The temple is the people coming back as those lively stones, meaning the quaking and the waking up of the mind, spirit, to acknowledge, wait, this guy, because the first thing you're going to acknowledge is this. This is the number one thing you got to acknowledge. First, his name is Yahweh Shah. Forget that he's a black man, because we didn't control that. All I know is he's a black man, and blacks are the tribe of Judah, and you know, Hebrews 7:14 tell you he came